What's going on, YouTube? We back with another banger video, and today we're reacting to moments when One Piece fights went absolutely insane. Man, this is gonna be a banger. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be a banger. One Piece is a goated anime. It's up there in the big three. We all know that. Luffy held his own against, you know what I'm saying? I ain't never watched One Piece before. I know that One Piece is insane. To all the One Piece fans out there, I'm not a One Piece hater as a Naruto fan. Okay. Anyway, hit that like and subscribe button for me, please. Let's see. Go ahead and get y'all a snack. Let's see. Get y'all a brownie and some water. Okay. Anyway, let's get on into the video. Universal out. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. I know some of the characters. From the live action show. So. Dang. Who is that dude right there, bro? Who is this? And his name like King or something? What's his name? Not King, but man, I forgot his name. Bro, how's he that strong, bro? This what y'all doing in One Piece? Y'all got these goofy character designs, but the fights look amazing so far. Hold on.
When One Piece fights go wild, they create moments fans never forget. From Luffy's legendary clash with Katakuri to Whitebeard shaking the entire world at Marineford, these are the moments when One Piece fights went absolutely insane. We start with one of the most epic battles in modern One Piece. Katakuri seemed unbeatable from the start, and with the terrifying advantage of it,
like a different version of Zoro though.
Advanced observation haki, he pushed Luffy to his absolute limits. But then Luffy revealed another Gear 4 form.
So that's Gear 4?
For the very first time, and the entire flow of the fight shifted. Suddenly, Luffy was able to keep up with Katakuri's speed, trading blow for blow, and even pushing past him at times. What started as a completely one-sided beatdown turned into a duel of equals.
Okay, I would say his character design is fire. I mess with his character design. Can somebody put his name in the comment section for me? What's his name? I mean, so far all I'm seeing is just y'all main characters just getting, messed up right now. I ain't seen nothing too crazy yet. Hold on, Luffy do got some crazy feats though. This is crazy. What is he doing? Did he just go? Hold on. Did this man just turn into mist or something and dodge all of his? How did he do that? This what y'all got going on in One Piece, bro? So his power is like, if I'm understanding this correctly, is his power a direct counter to Luffy's in a way?
The non-stop intensity, the insane choreography, and the growth we saw in real time made this fight one of the craziest battles in the series. But what elevated it even further was Katakuri himself. He wasn't just another enemy, he was a rival who gained Luffy's respect, and in turn, gave Luffy his own. The moment where Luffy covered his mouth with his hat, honoring Katakuri's pride, perfectly captured the mutual respect that turned this from a simple fight into a legendary clash. Katakuri isn't loved by the fans for nothing. This battle showed exactly why he's one of the most iconic characters in the series.
Luffy? なんだと? 麦わらのルフィをぶち殺して。そいつは俺の弟だ。野放しにできねえな。
Next, we have the fateful clash between Ace and Blackbeard. What began as a pursuit of betrayal turned into one of the most dangerous fights in the series. Blackbeard's newly acquired Devil Fruit made him a terrifying opponent, nullifying Ace's Devil Fruit powers and dragging him into darkness. Ace, on the other hand, unleashed the full power of his flames, turning the battlefield into a blazing inferno. Fire and darkness collided in a spectacle that showed just how dangerous both men truly were. The sheer scale of their powers was insane, and while the fight itself was incredible, its consequences were even greater. This was the battle that set the stage for Marineford, and it all started with Ace versus Blackbeard.
わかったか、Ace? クローズ! Close! 知らぬ! Yes, sir! 炎の槍か!
I thought this was something else. I ain't gonna lie. That's still crazy though. He just got stabbed in his nipples, bro. This is what y'all One Piece fans got going on. Okay. You wanted him to join his crew? Okay, that's hard. This ain't Fire Force, but that's hard. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, how strong is Blackbeard? Let me know in the comments. How strong is Blackbeard?
Imagine fighting a giant that's 67 meters tall, over 219 feet. A normal giant in One Piece is around 12 meters, so Oars was already on a completely different level. That alone would be insane. But then he starts to stretch and fight like Luffy. The entire crew had to combine their abilities against a single opponent, and the result was pure chaos. Watching the whole crew sync up like that reminded fans just how special these full crew battles are. It wasn't just about raw power, it was about the
Okay, that actually looks like an insane thing. How did that?
Straw Hats as a family, pulling off the impossible together.
Chopper! お前なんでそんなところに?
Chomper! I never knew what he does, so this is what he can do. Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry, but so far, hold on, let me fix my camera real quick, man. I'm sorry, but so far, all I've seen is just every character that is a main character just been getting beat up. That's all I've been seeing, bro.
After the crew gave everything they had, only Zoro, Usopp, and Nami were still standing. Things looked desperate, and it seemed like Oars couldn't be stopped. But then came Luffy, back in action stronger than ever, in a way we had never seen before. And of course, it had to be the real Luffy to take down the fake one.
Oh,
Monkey D. Luffy だぜ。
What is that form?
俺一人だぜ。
Okay, Luffy is hard though. He is a hard character. I can't lie. Just like this though, like. And he can use a sword? Okay, Luffy is just on a different skill level, I see. He's just completely different. Cause how is everybody else gonna be doing what they was doing, but he over bodying them? Like, bro, what? Like, look!
To save Nico Robin, Luffy faced off against Rob Lucci in one of the most iconic battles in all of One Piece. This wasn't just a fight, it was the climax of Enies lobby, with the fate of Robin and the crew's bond on the line.
I think I've seen some of this right here. Yeah, I'm gonna poke him. I'm gonna poke him to try to.
Luffy pushed himself further than ever before, unveiling Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd in desperate attempts to break through. Each exchange was brutal, every hit carrying real weight, and the fight turned into a test of pure willpower.
In the comments, can somebody like explain the gears to me? Like, how does it all work with Luffy and the gears and stuff?
What made this battle absolutely insane wasn't just the power on display, but the emotion behind it. Luffy's refusal to back down, even when his body was on the verge of collapsing, showed exactly why he's a captain worth following. And when he delivered that final jet Gatling, it became one of the most unforgettable victories.
Okay, Luffy, you can stop, bro. He done, bro. You can stop. She just be overkilling these dudes, bro.
When Otis said the final saga would feel like a battle royal, nobody expected one of the first matchups to be Law versus Blackbeard. On one side, Trafalgar Law, fresh off his victory against Big Mom, finally standing among the strongest. On the other, Blackbeard, the most unpredictable and terrifying pirate alive. The clash between Law's awakened devil fruit and Blackbeard's darkness was pure
is one of my favorite. He got one of my favorite character designs, bro.
Chaos, and it instantly reminded fans how insane the final saga is going to be. It was the perfect reminder that in the final saga, anything can happen at any time.
Oh my god. This is crazy. Blackbeard just doing this with his aura? Yo. He has a warp ability. Okay. I'll say this. As a Naruto fan, this fight does look crazy. it does look crazy. This, if somebody showed me this fight, it would make me want to watch One Piece. I'm not gonna lie.
But as the fight reached its end, Law was left defeated, and Blackbeard stood ready to claim yet another devil fruit. It felt like the Heart Pirates were finished. And then came the most unexpected twist. Bepo, the only one still able to move, ate the rumble ball Chopper had given him, and made the impossible possible.
Damn. Okay. Okay.
We can't talk about insane One Piece fights without mentioning
seen this
Luffy
one.
versus Kaido. For so
I've seen
long,
this one.
Kaido was built up as the strongest creature in the world, seemingly untouchable,
Really?
even for Luffy's strongest forms. They fought multiple times throughout Wano. If you know the exact number, let me know in the comments. Every time Luffy pushed harder, Kaido found a way to knock him
This
back
one was
down. But then
crazy,
came the
bro.
moment that changed everything. Luffy's awakening of Gear 5. Gear
This one was crazy, but I'm not finna watch 800 episodes just to get to this fight.
5 was epic, hilarious, and pure chaos all at once. Exactly what makes Luffy and One Piece itself so special. This was the fight that broke the internet.
Copyright, I guess. So didn't Luffy have like the Toon Force powers in that? Like it was kind of like Toon Force in a way. But he's
After
just
all the chaos of
laughing.
Gear 5, it all came down to one final move. Luffy ended the fight with one of the
This is supposed to be the strongest dude in anime. He's just laughing.
craziest punches we've ever seen in the series. A massive blow from the skies that crashed down on Kaido with overwhelming force.
My
It was the
God,
perfect
bro.
way to close out one of the most insane battles in all of One Piece.
He could just do this? So what you telling me, Luffy? You just doing all of this just so your friends and you can eat? We know how you like to eat, bro.
Another insane fight from Wano is Zoro versus King.
I've
King
seen this
pushed
one too.
Zoro to his absolute limits.
This is my
forcing him
favorite
to
fight
master
that I've
Enma
seen
and
so far.
unleash the true power of Conqueror's Haki. The fight kept building in intensity with every strike, and Zoro had to
This is my favorite fight that we seen in the anime. Well, that I seen in the anime so far.
dig deeper than ever before to stand his ground. What made this fight even crazier was how it was brought to life in the anime. The animation, the choreography, and the sheer spectacle of Zoro's final attacks turned it into one of the most visually stunning battles in all of One Piece. For Zoro fans, it was the moment that proved he is truly Luffy's right hand, capable of standing tall against any opponent.
This was a crazy fight, bro. One Piece fans, how crazy was the lead up to this fight? How crazy was the lead up? Because it had to be insane. Like, this is crazy, bro. And Zoro just going through that. How is he moving this fast? How is Zoro moving this fast? Ain't he a regular being? How is he moving like this? With 3 swords. This is insane, bro. This is insane. How is he?
Next, we have one of the
See, I thought y'all One Piece fans was just over exaggerated, but that's honestly crazy. Zoro's insane, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He's crazy because like how is he moving? He was jumping on rocks. Bro don't even have a power to.
The most shocking clashes in the final saga, Shanks versus Kid. Nobody expected the fight to end the way it did, and it instantly showed the insane gap between Shanks and the new generation of pirates. Even though the battle itself was extremely short, the ending was absolutely shocking. In just one overwhelming strike, Shanks reminded everyone why he's feared and respected across the seas. For Kid, it was a brutal reality check that turned him into a meme overnight. This time it was Big Dad standing in his way, and not Big Mom.
Okay, my conclusion right now is just One Piece gets better as its animation gets better. Which you can say that about other animes, obviously, but One Piece is so long. When do they animations start to go crazy? Like, is it around episode like 500 or something? Like, this is great. If it was always like this, I would probably would have been to watched it, bro. Not saying I don't watch older animes, like as of right now, I'm watching Bleach, but I don't know. All right, my bad, y'all. We back. Oh my, bro. Bro, so y'all just see. I see what y'all doing. I see what y'all doing, One Piece fans. I see what y'all doing. Y'all not even the fans, bro. The animators, bro. Y'all just like spamming flashy stuff to think it's cool. No, I'm just playing. We all in that lane, right? Naruto. This is fire though. I'm not hating. I'm not hating. Shanks is like that.
We have Zoro's legendary fight against Mr. One in Alabasta. For most of the battle, Zoro was completely outmatched. Mr. One's body was as hard as steel, and none of Zoro's attacks could break through. Every slash seemed useless, and it looked like the fight was hopeless.
This is not me. This is not me. Wait, his body is sword? Is a sword? That's actually fire. Oh my god. Oh my god. Zoro, bruh.
Pushed to the edge, Zoro reached a new level of swordsmanship, the moment he learned how to cut steel itself. That turned the tide and secured his victory, marking one of the biggest...
Yeah, because let's give him a power up. Let's make it where he's close to death and he gets a power up. Yeah.
Milestones in his journey to becoming the world's greatest swordsman. It was raw, intense, and exactly the kind of fight that made fans go insane.
I do like Zoro's story though.
いいんだ。もう受けねえ。という居合。しっそんそん。
Bro, did he just flash them on 1 HP? Zoro need to be like investigated or something, bro.
ダイヤでも切ろうっての。そりゃもったいねえだろ。参ったぜ。
Next, we have another fight from the Alabasta arc. What made it special is that in this arc, every Straw Hat had their own all-out fight, but this one carried a flair unlike any other. This clash stood out because it wasn't just about power, it was about personality. Watching these old fights feels like being a kid again, sitting in front of the TV and experiencing One Piece for the very first time. If you know what I mean, drop a comment, and I also want to thank every single one of you for the amazing support.
So do they all fight people with like Luffy only fights people that has like rubber type powers. Zoro only fights people with swords. Sanji only fights people with kicks. Like do they all fight people that have the same type of power as them? Or devil fruit? I don't know how it works, but because that's what it's looking like.
The last moment we'll look at in this video is the Marineford War, when Whitebeard, the strongest man in the world, entered the battlefield.
Oh, Whitebeard is that strong? That's crazy.
Already knew this war was going to be insane. Every step he took shook Marineford, and the moment he unleashed the power of his devil fruit, the entire island trembled.
What does he look like? Their character designs are insane, bro. Take that how you will. He's finna fight all of them? What? This ain't. So is that where JJK got it from with that one power or something? With that, I heard that one lady got the power with the sky and stuff, bro. That's pretty much what he's doing.
When Whitebeard finally decided to step into the war, he leapt down from the Moby Dick and entered the battlefield himself. His very presence alone was enough to shake the Marines, but for his allies, it was the opposite. It gave them hope. Seeing their captain in action reignited their spirits, and the allied pirates rallied with renewed determination. And then he flexed his power against the giant Vice Admiral John Giant in a stunning way. It was the perfect reminder of why Whitebeard was called the strongest man in the world. After countless sacrifices, the pirates finally managed to free Ace. For a moment, it seemed like everything was turning in their favor.
Wait,
the
so that's his
impossible had been
son?
achieved, and hope spread across the battlefield. But then came the turning point. Akainu's magma fist struck Ace, ending his life in one of the most heartbreaking moments in the entire series. The brief feeling of victory was shattered in an instant, and the war descended into complete chaos. From that moment on, Whitebeard could no longer hold back. Consumed by rage, he unleashed his full fury on Akainu, and Marineford witnessed the terrifying might of the strongest man in the world, like never before.
What? What? Bro, he's not even punching him. I'm speechless.
Seeing Whitebeard giving his
really know
all,
what to say.
even in his final moments, was one of the best scenes in all of One Piece. This war escalated completely. Pirates, Marines, and warlords all clashing in chaos that shook the entire world. And then came the man who put an end to it all.
よくやった、若い海兵。キャル数秒は良くか悪くか、海の運命を大きく変えた。あれは、あの船、新世界の4個がいるんだよ。この戦争。
Hey, man. Okay. After watching this video, I would say some of y'all fights are crazy in One Piece. It almost got me to watch it. I might watch it. If y'all want me to watch One Piece, I'll watch One Piece. But I'll give y'all this, right? Comparing it to Naruto and Dragon Ball, it is up there, 100%. Not gonna lie. I understand where y'all coming from because those fights did seem crazy, but it's just so hard to get past that many episodes. Like, I know I did it with Naruto, but it's just really hard, man. I don't know. But on to the next video, man. If y'all like this video, hit that like and subscribe button for me, please. Universal out, man. You.